Years ago, I used to commute to Cardiff city centre, um, and Cardiff, like any other big city, especially in rush hour, is a very, very busy place. Lots of traffic. Traffic was horrendous. So I used to commute to Cardiff city centre on a motorbike. And one of the good things about a motorbike is that you can filter through slow or stationary traffic to the head of a queue. Now, the problem with that is that car drivers tended to get very, very annoyed. It's the British wait your turn attitude to queuing. So as I would filter, sometimes cars would pull out in front of me or open their door to prevent me from getting to the head of a queue. And that used to happen quite often. One day in particular, I can remember, I'd been driving down to work, and I'd noticed a noise, a rattling or a squeaking coming from the front wheel. So I'd filtered to the front of a queue at some busy traffic lights in the city centre there, and I could feel the hate from the car drivers as I passed them and went to the top of the queue. And I put my head down to see what the noise was. I rattled a few things, trying to find where this annoying noise is coming from. But as I did that, the rubber handlebar of my bike got caught between my open visor and my crash helmet, and I became stuck in a very, very awkward position. I couldn't move my head at all. And I had this horrible feeling that I was going to have to walk to the edge of the road and wait for a passing pedestrian to stop laughing long enough to help free my head. And I could feel the hate from the drivers turn to mockery as I struggled to get my head free. Fortunately, I managed to get my head free just as the lights were changing, and I managed to set off. But you see, I'd become distracted, hadn't I? There was a distracting noise, and I took my eyes off the lights and off what I was supposed to be doing to look at this noise, and I became stuck, literally. And that little sort of incident reminded me of a hymn that we sing in church sometimes. And there's a couple of lines in particular that go, all the world's distracting voices, all the enticing tones of ill. And isn't the world today a really noisy and distracting place? Today's world shouts, look at this issue, look at that problem, look at this injustice over here, look at that phobia over there, look at this disease. It demands our attention all the time, doesn't it, with different things. It increases our fear and anxiety. You see, as a nation, we've taken our eyes off the one and only person who can make sense of it all. And there's a verse in Galatians 5 verse 7 that says, who hindered you from obeying the truth? Now, if you're not a Christian, what noise is demanding your full attention? What's hindering you? What's stopping you from obeying the truth? Maybe you're afraid of what people might say or think. Maybe they'll mock you, and you're afraid of that. And if you're a Christian as well today, are you or I hindered in our own walk with God in some way? Are we afraid of being mocked? Are we disheartened by the world's indifference to the God that we believe in? Well, Jesus said in John 14 verse 1, let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. I'll read that hymn because it's encouraging. It's a lovely hymn. Speak, I pray thee, gentle Jesus. Oh, how passing sweet thy words, breathing o'er my troubled spirit peace which never earth affords. Isn't that wonderful? All the world's distracting voices, all the enticing tones of ill, at thy accents, mild, melodious, are subdued, and all is still. Tell me thou art mine, O Saviour, grant me an assurance clear, banish all my but dark misgivings, still my doubting, calm my fear. O my soul within me yearns now to hear your voice divine, so shall grief be gone forever, and despair no more be mine. Okay, so what is hindering you from obeying the truth?